Gentlemen, Sports Talk, and today I have a special guest with you guys. Today I have with me is Zach. Zach Attack. How are you doing today, Zach?
Doing good, man. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I have him here especially because today we're going to talk about the NBA. I got my dog here with me, Luna. As you can see, she pops right in the picture. And so, Zach, there's a couple of things I want to talk to you today about, I want to bring to
Yeah,
the table. And the first thing is in the NBA, we always had like good battles going on, especially the one-on-ones usually that everyone always looked for throughout the whole NBA. There's like a lot of legends. I feel like we really got away from that for a period of time. I feel like it's slowly coming back in. So I'm gonna ask you, which players today do you like to go or do you like to see watch go against each other one on one? Or like which teams do you like to see play against each other one on one? That's just like a great matchup. What do you have?
I think right now, especially considering the East is pretty top heavy right now, I'd say I really like the Jason Tatum Giannis matchup.
Okay,
Yeah,
I dig that.
I actually like the way the Celtics play right now, and I think Jason Tatum is just like he's so smooth when he drives, and like Giannis, of course, like especially now with his like just recent string of triple doubles. I feel like anytime those two match up, it's a guaranteed show.
And just I don't know how they both play, but I feel like the Milwaukee Bucks, everyone says their defense is not there. So I feel like anytime they play, it's always gonna be a high scoring game. They're gonna be past the 120 mark, no matter
Oh
what.
yeah. Well, yeah, and like I don't know how the coaching change is going to help with Doc Rivers, but I think that maybe they'll implement more defensive strategy towards Tatum. But I mean, the Celtics, you also got Jalen Brown,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's another sneaky matchup with Jalen Brown and Chris Middleton that you can look at too, which is why I think Celtics and Bucks. I mean, that could be your Eastern Conference Finals right there.
I think that might be. I mean, I like the way what the Pacers just did with their latest trade. I don't think they're going to be in the Eastern Conference, but I think they're going to be a threat within the next coming years. Um,
Yeah,
adding Siaka to them, but I would say one of mine is that I like is Anthony Edwards and SGA. I always like OKC and like the Timberwolves because no one really like I feel like no one really gave them props throughout this whole time. Ever since Kevin Durant and all them left from OKC, they're just nobodies.
yeah.
Timberwolves, we were nobodies. We're finally finding ourselves here. And so like I always like that guard battle between them. You have Anthony Edwards that's coming up. You have SGA who is actually an All-Star this year. I think he's a starting All-Star this
Yeah,
year.
I think he's starting. He's one of the starting backcourt.
Yeah, so like that right there, I feel like we have in the West, and that's coming out of the West too. I feel like both those matchups are going to be highly stacked for many years to come.
Oh yeah, it's two
And
teams that have definitely taken their lumps, especially with the Warriors controlling the West for so long. I do, I do think that the OKC Thunder are unproven yet. I mean, they were just a play. I mean, they were just a playing team last year. It's cool to see the two playing teams now at the top of the West. I kind of like how they jumped up just
oh
in a
yeah,
year.
hey,
Yeah,
like the
it should be
76ers
fun.
say, trust the process, right?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it you just got to be patient sometimes.
And I'll say another matchup that I really like, and we've seen it for years now, is LeBron James and Steph Curry. I know they don't play the same position, but I always feel like when Golden State and the Lakers or whichever team LeBron James is on, which is Cavaliers or
Yeah.
anything like that, it's always going to be a good show, no matter
Oh
what.
yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah, I mean they have the history in the finals all those years, and like didn't they both drop like 40 against the or no, it's LeBron had 36, right?
yeah, LeBron had 36, and
Yeah,
I think Curry had 40. He dropped 40 on him the other
yeah.
night. And
Those guys have a cheat code to aging, man. I swear.
they do, they really do. Which brings me to my next topic here. And this is about the MVP.
All right.
With Joel Embiid and what he's doing this year, do you think Joel Embiid deserves to be the league's MVP already hands down, even though the season's not over, do you think what he has done so far this year, he deserves to have that?
I mean, he kind of seems like, I mean, obviously leading the NBA in points per game, obviously dropped a 70 piece a couple last week.
With a double
It's
double with it.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised personally. I think, and this is kind of a dark horse. You were just talking about him. I mean, just considering the jump that OKC had from last year to this year, I think SGA should be in the conversation.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
mean,
I think so too.
he's a little young yet, but like I mean, and we'll see how OKC does in the playoffs. But like just the to be able to make the jump from play into like Western Conference like top two. I mean, I know that Chet helps and like J Dub over there. Like they got a good young squad, but like SGA is definitely he's the straw that stirs the drink.
Oh,
31 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. I think is what he's averaging.
yeah, he's
So
actually I think I have it up right here. He's averaging uh let's have his minutes versus points. Oh, let me slide this over real quick. SGA is averaging, yeah, 31 points a game with 2 steals, 6 assists, and where's his rebounds at? Well, anyways, he's actually having a really great year. And his team's having a
yeah,
really great year too. Now, do you think Luca belongs in that topic?
I think those are the top three because Luca, he obviously another guy dropped to 70. You know, showing that stats are becoming they're kind of elevating the scoring
Oh yeah.
bar I mean, but yeah, Luca, it's clearly the Mavericks success depends on Luca. I know that Kyrie is over there as well, but like he's very injury prone
And
and
everything runs through Luca.
oh yeah, and like he's just a matchup nightmare with his size and like it's just yeah, I'd say those are your top three at the moment. Obviously, I mean, I'm a big Wolves fan, so I think Ant deserves some credibility as well, but we just got to hope that the Wolves can continue on their trajectory up. But
I think we're missing two people here.
two people, okay.
Two people. One, Jason Tatum.
Yep,
Jason Tatum, what he's done year after year as the Celtics are up there, like in the top three every year I feel like since he's probably been there.
yep.
And I feel like he doesn't get enough credit for that because I think everyone just looks at the points and say, well, if you're not averaging, 35 points a game, then are you really MVP caliber when his team has been up there?
It shouldn't be based solely on scoring.
No, it
So,
shouldn't. And then my other one is LeBron James.
Ron,
I know, I know you're not a big fan of him, but
eh, I mean, I can't, deny that what he's doing, especially at age 40, is just crazy. Like, I mean, yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of him. I mean, I am annoyed that he continues to keep winning everywhere he goes, but like, I mean, I gotta respect the talent.
oh yeah, like it's insane. Like you said, at age 40, and this man's still dropping like 35, 36 points.
Yeah,
Not every night, but he's doing this. And like to have someone like Anthony Davis on his team, and he says LeBron's been saying ever since he got Anthony Davis over there. Oh, this is Anthony Davis's team. We're all following Anthony Davis, but in
no,
all reality, we all know that it's LeBron James' team. It's going to be LeBron's team until he either leaves or he retires. And I think he's probably going to leave the Lakers sooner than he would retire because he wants to play with his son.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna do a farewell tour in Cleveland. I mean, I feel like that'd be pretty, kind of close the chapter. But I mean, I don't think he'll retire a Laker. So
And then I don't know. I don't think so either. I think he could end up. I don't know. Like who's ever at the bottom, like the Pistons. Let's just say Bronny comes out this year.
I don't think he will just because he's got kind of a late start to the season.
But if
I
he did,
don't. If he did, that'd be.
will LeBron go to Detroit then?
I I don't know. I mean, I don't think Bronny's good enough to be the number one pick, but
But if you can get LeBron James on your squad,
I mean, it would certainly add credibility. I mean, the Pistons need to change a lot of things at this point, but
They do. They
yeah,
really do. I don't know what else they need to do over there, but they have a lot going on that needs to be changed. Which
yeah.
brings us to our next topic about change.
Hmm.
What should the Warriors do before the trade deadline? Should they do make any trades? Should they just ride out the season and wait for the end of the season and just go into the draft? Or do you think, they need to make some trades?
I don't know. The Warriors are kind of in that area where I think they're starting to realize that they're starting to kind of they're on the down slope. Because I mean, you got Clay is just too the injuries are starting to catch up to him. You know,
They're-
he's not. I mean, he can still shoot, but he just doesn't have that lightning quick first step he used to have as a just getting open and just finding spots where he can just knock threes down. And then obviously you got Draymond, got all his personal issues that he's going through. And Steph, of course, is always going to be just an amazing, but like he's getting to the point where I mean, I don't know. Like the Warriors are currently below the play in, right?
yeah.
So they would need to get somebody like I think one of the top trade targets is DeJounte Murray. So
But
that would give them
get there?
an elite, yeah. That would give them another guard that can, take most of the ball handling away from Steph. So
Because right now they have Chris Paul over there.
Chris Paul, but I think DeJounte would be a good I mean Chris Paul they're using mainly as a sixth man.
Yeah,
So I think DeJounte could be a good starting guard because I mean he's younger. I mean he's a triple double threat.
he
I mean
is.
yeah, and
He
if they're looking to be serious and try to make a push, I'd say they'd have to get somebody like him. But if not, they'd probably I don't know. I think they might shut it down.
and
I
just run
mean,
it out.
yeah. I mean, they do have a guy that they can build around in the future because Kaminga's he's legit.
He is legit. He is
And
legit.
they got the other guy, Pachems. I don't know how to say his name. Pajemski, the white dude.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, his the long last name. But I mean, I've seen him play a couple times and he's nice. So they got some young pieces to work with, but
I said this in the off season about the Warriors. I said before the season starts, they need to trade and get a big man
mhm.
because that's one thing that they're missing big time. They don't have a centerpiece at all. They don't have a center, a true center.
They got Looney, but like he's not a 2020 guy,
No, like
big
I
body that can stand in the post.
I thought they should have made a push to try to get Cat in the off season. But with that being said, now I feel like with Clay Thompson's trade value going down, Draymond Green has no trade value, in my opinion.
I don't think any team would want him.
No, no, I mean the WWE wants him probably.
UFC.
UFC, yeah, UFC.
Gosh.
But otherwise than that, I don't know who else they have on their team besides their younger guys that you were just naming. That's trade value besides Steph Curry. I mean,
Wiggins.
to get DeJounte Murray, I feel like they have to give up Clay Thompson. They'll have to give up, like I said, no one wants Green. They have to give up Looney and a first round pick.
Yep.
Or Wiggins.
Yep. I think Wiggins, but I mean Wiggins is another guy who's kind of
He's on the
I don't
down.
know. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Wiggins is kind of showing that he doesn't. I mean, he's not a franchise player. I mean, he's a good second or third option, but like it. I mean, it showed with the Wolves. Like, I don't know if he's a guy that you can build a team around.
no, you really can't. I mean, the Wolves tried it because he was supposed to be the Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
Like, I
He
remember
showed.
before, like, I think he played against Kobe at Kobe's last year, and Kobe said he could end up being, that guy. He has the talent set to be that guy, but he just
Yeah.
can't put the pieces together.
No, and like he showed flashes. I mean, there would be flashes where he'd get like 30, like have 4 or 5 30-point games in a row, and you're like, okay, is this it? And then it just go down.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like feel like the Warriors probably
They,
they have no trade value really anymore.
mhm.
Like you said, I think they should just ride out the season, see where it takes them. Then this off season, they have to hit the free agency. I feel like hard. Maybe try to trade up or anything like that, and try to get
Yeah.
higher a lottery pick or something.
I mean,
But
they probably are they are in the stage where they could try to get a lottery. I mean, it won't be high. And like, I don't know, the draft coming up, it is just a bunch of guys that I'm not familiar with because I don't really pay attention to European basketball.
oh yeah,
Like,
and I feel like the college level right now this season is not.
there are some good
There's some
freshmen, but it's like, I mean, do you see them projecting to be stars in the NBA? And it's just like,
they have
like
potential. They have
they have
potential,
potential. Like
but
sometimes the potential is like sometimes the players hit them and sometimes they don't.
you know, it'd be kind of cool. Like how saying that they needed a big if they went out and got Drew Timmy.
Isn't he? He's on the
Is he in Milwaukee?
yeah. He's on the Milwaukee G League team.
And they went out and just brought him in and just tried it out.
I mean, they do have. I mean, they got Luca Garza.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Or are you talking about the Warriors? Sorry.
I'm talking about the Warriors.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Wolves.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
my
No,
brain,
you're good.
I'm all over the place.
When you said Luka Garza, I was like, when do the
I
Warriors
was like,
get
wait,
him?
no, yeah, that would be. I mean, Drew Timmy's the type of guy who fits like the college
Oh
game.
yeah.
I don't. I haven't seen how his game can transcend into the NBA. Like, is the NBA now? If you're, it doesn't mean anything to be 7 foot, but you got to be able to shoot too.
Oh yeah.
Which
I
is
mean,
why
but
Embiid has been able to expand his game
yeah, because
because
he can
he's
dominate
developed a
the
jump
post
shot.
and can shoot
Yeah,
a jump shot.
yeah,
Like I feel like he's probably the most dominant force down there in the paint besides the Joker.
yeah. Well, I mean, you got Joker is just an elite passer as well, and that just frees up the entire offense. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's one of those type of things that, like you said, as a big man, you need to be able to do everything. And
yep.
I just feel like they should probably give Drew Timmy that shot. The Warriors. What do they got to lose? They have nothing to lose right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Or what if they made a trade for Bola Bola?
Well, where's he now?
I believe he's with Phoenix.
Phoenix. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to kind of develop younger guys and try to build, I mean, he's not a bad. I mean, he's not a bad choice. I mean, he's kind of like he doesn't have this like the ball handling skills that Chet has, but like he's got the same, like super long, super athletic. Like
Oh yeah,
he showed flashes of it in Orlando,
he
but
did. He did.
it'd
And
be an
like
interesting one. I mean, I think a lot of people think he could be a lot of people think he could be a way better player if he's just in the right system. I don't know if Golden State is that system for him, but you're right. They do need a big dude.
they
So
do.
yeah.
Alrighty. Zach, do you have anything else you want to talk about or anything like that?
Oh man. Well, who do you think's winning tonight?
Which would be Monday
The
night.
Monday nights. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forget this is we got the big number 1 versus number 2, Thunder Wolves. Who you got?
Um, well, I'm hoping that the Timberwolves take that because I'm a Timberwolves fan.
Same.
But I feel like it's going to come down to Cat.
Cat, yeah,
If Cat can, which he's been on fire lately, he has been on fire. But I feel like that game's going to come down to Cat, and we will have to wait and see. Until then, who else is playing tonight? I know we have these. Or who's playing Monday
ooh, Bucks are out. Bucks are out again in Denver.
night? Ooh,
That'll be a good one.
that would be. You know what? Let's drop it to Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Let's talk about Tuesday night.
All right.
We got a couple of good games here. Who do you got, Lakers or Hawks?
Hmm. Not too are the Hawks. Oh man. I haven't watched a lot of Hawks basketball recently.
We know Trey
Um,
Young's gonna be jacking up threes. We know
we
that.
do know that, and obviously Dejounte Murray. I mean, he's one of the biggest free agents on the market, so you know he's going to want to show out as well. I'd say Hawks. I mean, I think that the younger teams are really starting to kind of show out. I know that the Lakers have plenty of veterans on their team. Obviously, you know, you can't knock LeBron and AD. I'm going to go with the Hawks. I'm going to go for a little bit of the young guns in that one.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers. I think LeBron is just gonna be way too much.
Yep.
Uh, I think Anthony Davis, if he can not get hurt, like every game he gets injured.
Yep.
Um, I saw a post the other day because AD stands for always damaged. But
That's very accurate.
I have the Lakers in that one. The next game I have is Pacers and Celtics. I think
Ooh,
that would be a great game right there.
is Halliburton going to play?
I don't know. He's probable. I know that.
Okay. If Halliburton plays, I'd say also where is it at Boston?
It is.
Okay. Who Boston has been one of the best home teams this year. They're 20-2, and that place is, I mean, the Garden is always a tough place to play.
It is.
So it's hard to root against the Celtics, especially with how they're playing right now.
You know, it is. I mean, Jason Tatum is just he's unstoppable. I feel like at home.
Yep.
I feel like if Tyrese Halliburton does play, him and Siaka can probably take that over.
Okay.
But I mean, because Kristaps Porzingis is out,
Porzingis is out. Okay.
but
I mean, they'd have to start. Ooh, they'd have to start Big Al Horford.
yep. Which hey, he is solid.
He's solid. I mean, he's a big guy that can stretch the floor and shoot. So, but he's also an old guy as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if he can keep up with Miles Turner.
Miles Turner's is a beast on the boards too.
Oh yeah, it should be a good one. If Halliburton plays, that should be a really good one. So
Are you taking Celtics or Pacers?
I think I'm still taking
Oh,
Celtics. Hard to root against Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at home.
that is true. I'm gonna be with you on that one. I'm going Celtics. And we have Jazz and Knicks.
Knicks.
Yeah, that
Jalen,
and
Jalen
and,
Brunson is playing amazing right now.
and it's a home game for the Knicks too.
Yep.
So I'm going to go with you on that one, Knicks. Then you have Raptors and Bulls.
Hmm.
I'm going to go Bulls.
Yeah, I'd say Bulls are the safe choice there as well.
I mean, I know Zach Levine's going to be out, but DeMar DeRozan's going to do his thing and definitely go off.
Oh yeah, best mid range in the game.
Oh yeah, for hands down. Can you imagine if the Lakers make a trade for him?
Um, it'd be annoying, but I can see it. The
Oh, I could too. That be
Lakers, anything's possible with the Lakers. When you got LeBron, all he can do is say, "I want him on my team."
yep. And they're like, all right, everyone's got except for Anthony Davis.
Yep.
Then the last game of the night, the 76ers versus the Golden State Warriors.
Where's it being played? At Golden State.
Yep, at the Chase Center.
All right. That game will depend on Maxi, I think. But I think I'm gonna go with Golden State. But if Maxi goes for 30, it could go either way. But
And Maxey is a game times decision.
ooh,
Tobias Harris is a game time decision. And
and
Joel Embiid is out.
well then I think advantage Warriors.
I think if Green can keep his head on and not take someone's head off,
Yes.
I think the Warriors are gonna win that one. I
Yeah.
think Curry might drop 40.
You probably won't need to. I mean, if those three guys aren't playing for the Sixers, it might be over pretty quickly. But
Oh,
it's
it
the
might be.
NBA. It's the NBA. I mean, we've seen everything. I mean, the Thunder lost to the Pistons, so
True, true,
uh,
true. That is
it's
true.
anything can happen.
That is true. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna call this one a day or a night. Zach, thank you for being on the Working Man's
Yes,
Sport
sir.
Talk. And everyone like, subscribe, and share. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. All right. Everyone enjoy the rest of their day and see you next time. Peace.